Hello, welcome my dear life accountants. So today we are going to talk about the power of decision. I believe we understand what the word decision means. Decision means a choice made or commitments made. We have to understand that it's one thing to know that you're to decide, and it is another thing to actually decide. This brings me to our today's topic on the power of decision. We need to understand that this power to choose, power to decide, has been given to each and every one of us in this world. In my previous video, I shared with us the 5 life assets God has blessed us with. And one of the major and the most important assets is called the free will. And that is the root from where all decision process emanates from. God has given each and every one of us the power to choose, the power to make a decision. Therefore, as a life accountants, we have to understand that we possess this power and be able to utilize it. One thing that I've seen most of us do is that we give out this power to people in our lives. We forget that God has given us this power individually, and therefore we should account for this gift. But most of us decide to give out this power, whether knowingly or unknowingly. We give out this power to the people in our lives, to our parents, to our siblings, to our friends, to our religious leaders, to our teachers. And this is not meant to be so, because that power to decide has been given to you and you alone by God. Most of us know what is right. We know that being disciplined is the right thing to do. We know that being truthful is the right thing to do. We know that being diligent is the right thing to do. We know that being punctual is the right thing to do. But you find out that in one way or the other, we do not exercise this. We actually know what is right, but we fail to do it. That is why it is one thing to know that you're to do the right thing through making a decision, and it is another thing to actually decide to do that right thing. My dear life accountants, I have come to open our eyes to see the power we have within us to decide. That is why the day you choose to make a decision and stand by it, knowing the consequences, that day you have begun the journey of accounting for your life. You can't be wishing for transformation when you know there are habits that are holding you behind. You can't be wishing for your life to move forward when you know there are habits that are keeping you down. As a life accountant, you ought to examine your life and reflect on all your daily habits and actions. There are moments I thought I already made a decision, but that wasn't so, because I wasn't true to my words. But the moment I make a powerful decision, the moment I exercise that my power to decide, you find out that that decision, I will follow through to it, I will keep my words, and I will be committed to take actions that will bring me closer to achieve the goal on which I set that decision for. For example, the day I decided that I will make a first class, it started in my mind. Then I locked it up with decision making. When I made that decision within me, I began studying. I began developing myself. I began working towards that goal. And at last, it was actualized. Also, when I wanted to get married, I decided that I will spend the rest of my life with my husband, and I backed up that decision with true actions. As for you watching this video, I know you might be thinking that there is an aspect of your life you want to change. There are some things you want to stay committed to. But the thing is that you've just not decided and you've not followed your commitments. I am here to tell you that you still have the power to make that decision and stand by it. Because God has created you with that ability. And He backed it up with a promise. He said that He will be with you as you make those choices. As you make those choices, He will direct your path. That you should lean not on your own understanding, but acknowledge that He is the Lord of your life, and you will see everything work perfectly fine. That is why I'm here to tell you this, that power to choose, to decide and stay committed to your goals, to your plans, to your life, you have it within you. You just have to open your eyes and ask God for the grace to make that decision and stand by it. As for me, every day I intentionally choose peace. It's not like problems will not arise. It's not like challenges, trials, tribulations, name them. It's not like they will not come up. But I intentionally choose peace because God has given me that power to choose. So I intentionally choose peace. I remember He promised us that He will give us peace. His own peace is what He is giving us. That peace which the world cannot give. It is beyond human understanding. That is the promise God has given us concerning peace. So my dear life accountants, I will leave you with this reflective question. Do you know you have the power to choose? And are you utilizing that power? Remember, be the accountant of your life. Peace out.